Hello, everyone. I think we're all live. So, I was reading some Pat didn't have power for 10 days. That's a long time. And then I was thinking, remember when Alda came to visit, no water? But I think I'd rather go without water because you can find water in the stream, in the lake, or whatever compared to no electricity because we are spoiled. Everything run electricity. Oh my goodness, one second. That is, I thought that was blurry and I was like, what the heck? So, yeah, that is crazy. And then the air quality, those fire in Canada, that's been going on for a long time. Now I cannot see nothing, even if I try to see, I don't see nothing. So let me wipe this up here so I can see your comments. So tonight it's my last day of the series of designer series paper because for the whole month of June I concentrate on the designer series paper because this is all wacky here. Um, because we get 13 pack that is on sale at 15% discount. So today it's my last Thursday of June. So it's the last series of designer series paper. A lot of it was a lot of, I think a lot of it, most of them, if not all, they were all fun fall and including our mystery stamping that we did last Thursday, Holly and I, that also was designer series paper. So if you miss any, you're on my YouTube channel right now. When we're done, you can look at my past live video. Just click on that live and you're going to see a lot of them. You're going to get a lot of ideas to use that designer series paper. And it's not just bits and pieces. Like I said, I think I did 2 or 3 cards that was a full 12-inch by 5.5. I did the one of last week and so on. So it's quite a bit. So last week it was a fun fold. See, that was bits and pieces, but it was still using a lot. And so I got a lot of that on my site. So the designer series paper sale in is it tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow. It is the 30th tomorrow because Saturday it's the first. I think so. You know what? I get myself confused here. Let me double check. Yes, today it's the 29th. I'm sorry, somebody's coming here. So the dog decided to put the doorbell on the alert. Uh, okay, so today it's the 29th. So tomorrow it's the 30th. It is the last day tomorrow for to get the designer series paper on sale. Also, it's the last day tomorrow to get advantage of joining my team or joining Stamping Up. You only pay $99 plus tax, no shipping, and you get to choose $155 product of your choice. The 155 can be anything. It can be the die cut machine, it can be dies, it can be embossing folder, it can be ink, can be re-anchor, it can be paper, it can be stamp, name it, whatever it's in the catalog. You can choose it. You go all the way to 155 or as close as you can. You cannot go over because even if you say, oh, I can pay the difference, the computer, it's not set for that. It will not let you do that. So I would love for you to join my team. It is no string attached, my friend. If you decide it's not for you, you just score an awesome deal. If you want to stay active, it's $300 quarterly. So quarterly, we follow the calendar. So January to March, it's a quarter. April to June, a quarter. July to September, a quarter. And October, November, December, another quarter. The quarter that you join, like if you join in June, you don't have to meet your quarterly because you join. So then you would have till the end of July to meet your 300. That's before your discount. Your minimum discount, it's 20%. So let's say 320%, that bring it, that's 246, that's $60. So that means 240. Divide that by three, that's $80 a month average. So, but again, if you choose like, okay, I cannot keep up with it, or you know what, I changed my mind, I don't want to stay active, you become my customer. That's it. Or you can become somebody else's customer. I just think that you would stick around with me. I choke on my spit. So, I mean, how awesome. $155 product for $99. And also, they're going to toss in a past paper pumpkin. If you ask me, what is the paper pumpkin? I don't know. It's whatever they got extra on in the warehouse, and they won't tell us what it is because it changed too often. Okay, so you want to do a technique with designer syrup paper tonight? We go, it's called the ghosting. So it's been a long time I didn't do that. It's not a new technique. If you do that on regular paper, some call it the Joseph coat, but it seems when it's done on the designer paper, it is called ghosting. I'm using the ink botanical. I If you get bright colors, it's good. You don't want to use like dark color like let me think thinking here like if you do like these color that is like one color and it's dark, that's not the best choice for ghosting. So ghosting, um, you want a variation in paper in the pattern, and you want the brighter the better it is, really. Okay, so I'm using this print here from the Ink Botanicals. So that it's on a sale and it's 6 by 6. I gather some cardstock. I don't know what we're gonna use, but and the stamp set that I choose, I was looking and think what is going to be good. I decide to use the ray of lights, not lights. It's no S, light. The ray of light. So that's what I'm using tonight. And if you get the Stamparatus, we don't offer it anymore, but that is a good stamp to use with that. I will not use it, but if you got it, I say use it. Okay, so I'm going to use the big block. So let me flip you down. I'm talking like you guys can see the table here. Here we go. Let me remove this out of the way. And then I need a scrappy paper that I thought, yes, I did. Okay, so we're going to start. You know what? I'm going to cut my paper though. So this is 6 by 6. I know I'm going to trim it more, but I'm going to cut it right now at 5 1/4 by 4. And I bet maybe I'm going to trim it more, but this is what I'm going to start with. Okay. So now, when it's a big stamp like that, I strongly recommend that you leave the stamp down. Okay. You don't pick it up. It's too hard to bring together or stamp. Let me put that stamp. If you try to grab this, see, you have to really grab this, and it's hard to hold. So leave it down. Anytime the stamp it's bigger than the palm of your hand, I say leave it down. Much easier. Now we're going to use Versamark, and we're going to tap. I didn't use Versamark for a long time. I don't even know if, yeah, I get it. It's still juicy. I don't remember, to be honest. I don't remember the last time I used Versamark. Now, if you see, it's got little dots in it, and that is the way it's going to stamp and emboss. So don't think you get that wrong. It's the way the stamp is, okay? So make sure that you get all cover, okay? All of it. To do this technique, you want a bold image. You don't want a fine detail because it won't do nothing. So you want to use a bold image for the stamp set. Now, I leave my paper down. I don't like to rub on my paper because it's a chance that I'm going to slide it. Take your scrap paper, bring it down, and then just press. All of this, press this good, okay? Now now you're gonna lift this up here. You don't really see it, right? Because it is Versamark. It's clear. So now I'm gonna bring my clear embossing powder. I should have used my embossing buddy. I didn't, and let me. So this is clear. It's kind of a tough one to do on the camera because you don't really see it, but you will see in a second. So now I can see where it's no embossing powder, so I can use my tweezer. That's going to come in handy. I'm going to put more there and roll it all out. And I always go from the back and tap it, and I think that make a good difference. Okay. Want to make sure. Okay, so you see it's a white line here, right? That's part of the paper. It's not a mistake. Now, before I bring the embossing tool here, I want to clean this here a bit, so because if not, it's going to go poof. I'm going to have that all over. Okay. Inky rag. Whoops. Okay. Now, I'm going to bring the heat tool here, and we're going to set this. So that's going to make some noise here. And when you see it start to turn plasticky, move it, okay? Don't wait for the smoke to happen. I say that every time I do this, I'm thinking of some of the workshop I did. Oh, the fun. Okay, I almost forget something. I want to ask you a question to all of you. So I go live at 6 p.m. Mountain Time on Thursday. And now that I'm in Cheyenne, the family is here and it seems it's right at dinner time and so on. So I got a question for you. And like for some of you, maybe it's 8 o'clock. Some of you, it can be 5 o'clock, like if you're in California or whatever. So my question to you, would 4 o'clock still be a good time for you? So 4 o'clock Mountain Time, it would be 3 o'clock Pacific Time, 4 o'clock Mountain Time, 5 o'clock Eastern Time, and 6 o'clock. Wait a minute. I'm okay. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6. So Pacific, it's 3. Mountain, 4. Central, I was missing Central. Central, it's 5, and Eastern, it's 6. Tell me if that's a good time or a bad time. I'm not changing it yet. I'm just thinking about it, especially the summer months. So just answer that while I emboss this. And I would still keep it on Thursday. Okay, I bet you cannot see that on the camera, but it looked all pretty much melted here, okay? Okay. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Here we go. Okay, so can you, I think you can see, right? Okay, so the next step, you want a dark color. And when I mean a dark color, I mean a dark color. So, yep, Catherine, I understand in the middle of dinner time. That's exactly, it's 6 o'clock here. Exactly what it is. Yep. So here is what's going to happen with the ghosting. So you want to have a dark color. And when I mean a dark color, like blackberry bliss would be dark, night of navy, basic black, or that would be the memento. You don't want to use stays on though. No stays on. It have to be like water base or like the memento. Now you can take a blend. I mean, not the blend, the marker blend, but the sponge blend, the blending brush. You can take a blending brush. You can take a sponge. I prefer direct. If you do the direct, if you do the direct here, I got something itching in my throat. I mowed today and the dust is just ooh. And so if you do the direct, you're doing it at your own risk. So I'm gonna show it to you with like if you use the blends. I like to go in circle motion. This when I say blend, it's a blending brush. Okay, so you see like this, but me, the way I like to do it, I like to take my ink pad and just drag. So now you see why you want dark color. Okay, I think I'm gonna get a brush because this one get a lot of the ray. Okay, and look at my hand. Not a brush, but let me think here. Let me think. Sponge. Let me get a sponge. I like for this. I like a sponge better also. So any type of sponge. The blending brush, it's good, but it's very soft, so you have to work it quite a bit. Okay. So now maybe I'm gonna have to go with black because usually this don't show. And now, oh yeah. This is embossed. Okay. Duh. I was like, it's not, it's my reverse. Absolutely. Okay, it's going good. The ink pad right on top, it's going good. So every place that you see that it's light, that's where it's embossed. And this is a big one. So maybe not so big would be great. Also, okay, let me, I got baby white here. I know they are dry, but we're going to reactivate that here. 1 second. I get some water someplace here. I think I do. Yeah. Okay. Let me, here we go. Okay. Now, now it looked pretty much like a Mod Podge, right? So where you see all the design there, look what's going to happen. Take a rag and wipe. So that's going to take the ink all over. But remember, I told you it was those little dots on the stamp set. So that's going to make a difference. You can off on it too. Here we go. See, so now we got all the different color. So where you see the dark blue, it's where it was not embossed. So it grabbed the ink. So you can have different like big flowers on top of the flowers and get all that. Absolutely. See, is that cool? So now let me off a little bit more on it. Here, I don't know. It must have not been embossed. So you see, I got those dots there. Okay. So you want to make sure to remove the ink where it's embossed, okay? Et voila. Now, I brought with me, where is it? I still have very inky finger. You know what? Maybe I don't want to touch paper because I get hand sanitizer here. Okay. See, it's all good. Okay. So I got the stamp set Biggest Wish. Where did I? Oh, the paper, it's behind me. Okay. So I'm going to do very vanilla, going to be my card base. I'm going to cut that at 5.5. And we're going to score that at 4.25. Now I'm going to do a layer of which one I want first. This or this. Okay, I'm going to do the yellow first. That's crushed curry. I'm going to go at 5.25 by 4, and that's the size of my paper. I'm going to have to trim the paper, and then you know what? I need smaller than that because I think I want to do all those layers. Okay, let's do this one at 5.25. Oops, cut on the wrong way. That's okay. It's going to work by 4. And then this one's going to be cut at 3.78 by 4 1/8. That's going to go on top of this. Now this here need to be trimmed down. So I'm going to trim this at 3 3/4. Okay, I missed something there. Ollie and Michelle are in the battle, so those two are trouble. So I'm wondering what happened there. Here we go. So it is 3 3/4 by 5. Okay, let's try to put that together. Before we put that together, though, I need a 1 3/4 circle. I'm going to cut that here. And then I need a 2-inch yellow that is crushed curry. Yes, that's you too, Michelle and Holly. Okay, now we're going to get, I need some leaves here. I want to bring out the, whatever it's called, the Lost Lagoon. And this is the bot punch. And you see, I'm going very green here. I don't know if that's going to do. I think so. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's good. So, okay, let's put all our layer together. We're going to stamp the hello, and that's from Biggest Wish. And I'm going to stamp it with Lost Lagoon. I know I brought it. Well, I thought I did. So, you know what? We're going to use the Night of Navy to bring the ray there. We're going to smack that right here. Oh, let's try to realign this here. If not, we're going to use the other side. Et voila! That's the cool thing about, you two make me laugh, about photopolymer. It's very easy to bring it back, right? Okay, let's bring this. You know what? Let's remove that nasty paper there. Okay, which side did I say the blue go first, right? Okay, so let's glue the blue. The blue is Lost Lagoon. Absolutely, you are correct, Diana. It won't work for that's why I just pick a time and I go with that. It's recorded, but I was curious to see how many it would work. Because really, I have to show up for the show to go on, right? So, and I always tell my team when you do a workshop or a class or an event, don't ask what worked for people because then you're gonna have to please some and not pleasing some, and they're gonna say, "Oh, you get some favorite." Well, the only reason I ask is because I've been doing this at 6 o'clock for a long time. When I was in Texas, it was 7 o'clock my time, but I always go by mountain time because that's Stamping Up time. Okay, and it seemed every night like tonight I was in a rush to pull everything off the stove and so on, so I was like, well, maybe I want to move that at 4 o'clock, so then um, I don't have to worry about burning dinner or not, you know. So it's not moved yet. I will see. Right now, I still gonna do 6 o'clock. So before I switch anything, I would give you guys a warning. Oh, 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 oh. That, you know what? I'm gonna trim this a little bit more because I don't like so tight. So I'm gonna take a sliver off and a sliver off. Because you are right. I cannot please everybody. That I learned that a long time ago. I will not do an hour later. That is, especially in the summer, because many times we're outside and so on. So yeah, that's when the family is here. Family time. It's very important for me, and it's very little. Here we go. Is that cool? Now we're gonna put our greeting right there, and I'm going to use dimensional. So anytime you do that, depending on the designer serial paper, it's going to look very different, and also depending on the stamp set. So the bolder, the better it is, okay? Because this one would be even better without the little lines, but it's still cool though. So I'm adding dimensional in the back of this. And I think I want to add, oops. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do, but I need some glue dots. My duct tape to the rescue. So I'm gonna put glue dots here. And um, you don't have, it can be loose here because we're gonna have a topper on top of that. Well, that's, I got quite a bit, Diana, with this stamp set. I got quite a bit. One that I love with this stamp set, it's the baby wipe technique. Oh, 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 yes, yes, yes. And I got a video with that. So you can look through my video archive there. And I do have the baby wipe. I really, really like it. So you see, I try to make different length of it. So I just chop some off. I'm not using the little flower bud, just the leaves. Okay. Okay, it looked kind of funky there, but oh, maybe a little bit higher. I'll come back here. You. Here we go. Perfect. Et voila. How cool is that? Is that fun? So now inside, I still have some of this paper here. I just gonna put a strip in. to put that right here. I'm going to reverse that. Et voila. How cute is that? So you see all the color in the background. So really, you would think that I use Night of Navy to stamp, but where you see the Night of Navy, it is the emboss. So no matter what you would do. So I want to show you another thing because that one I feel it's not the true 1 minute here. Let me look for another stamp set that it's very bold. Okay, I got the two-tone flora here. I just gonna do a quick thing so you guys can see a different with a more bold image. So you're gonna stamp with Versamark. I'm gonna stamp that right here. Let me put the powder on that. We're just gonna do a little thing. A little thing. Okay, let's emboss that quick. Let's get jiggy with it. Oh, put my hand in it. I think that you're gonna see more true ghosting. Okay, let it cool off a bit. Okay, take your ink here. You know my hand are not enough blue, so and I'm gonna drag this up. So now you see why you need a dark color. If you don't have a dark color, you're gonna see the background, right? Okay, and then let's take our inky rag and voila, how the ghosting work. Is that cool? So you see, I still see a bit of the yellow. Sometimes you're still going to see a bit of the color, but that's what it's called ghosting. So the bolder the image is, the better it is. So here is with the sun ray. I think that turned out very a good card to send just because. So next week I will have a winner for that. And not last week, but the week before, because last week was the mystery stamping. So 2 weeks ago was this fun fold here. The winner is Ida Van, and then don't ask me to say the last name. It's SCHALKWY, and I think another K. So, Ida, if you are alive, go at frenchiestamps.com. Right at the top, you get contact me and send me your mailing address, and I will put that in the mail to you. Next week, we will have a winner for this one. So now I am done with, like I said, the uh, whatever the marathon of the designer series paper, really. So with that being said, don't forget tomorrow it's the last day to get the discount, 15% discount, and also tomorrow it's the last day for to join my team and get $155, and you only pay 99 plus the shipping. Not shipping it's free plus taxes. Okay, so that's about it, my friend. Thank you so much for joining me, and till next time, happy stamping. Bye bye for now. Haha, look at that. Yeah, I'm ready for the 4th of July. See, I got my white tip, my face, it's red. I've been mowing for 2 days. and then I got Blue Ann. So I'm ready for the 4th of July. Happy 4th, everybody, and stay safe. Bye bye for now.